Good afternoon. Welcome to Derail Valley Simulator. I'm Digger, and yeah, we're gonna go out this direction toward the east here and go up the east side of the map. I used to call it the East Coast. I still do occasionally. There's no ocean out there, but to me, it's the coast. The side of the map is the coast. I see a couple switches it's gonna need dealing with here. That one. And then we'll go straight through. Okay, what we got here is failure to communicate. No, we don't know. We got excavators and crane parts going to Coal Mine East. Let's have a look. So, excavators and tower crane parts, Coal Mine East, 311 tons, worth of not much, 22,000. That's just a fun scenic trip. And then we're going to back over into the military base and pick up these spent nuclear fuel, 105,000 for it, 348 tons. It's heavy stuff. And then we also got missiles over there picking up 54 tons worth 60 thou. But probably the best bang for your buck for as light the weight is. And there may be another one spawned over there by now. So, and I've about fell off here, I think. I have repositioned once again. I've repositioned. I've moved my controller out further, and I've moved this one. And I think my other one on the other engine is a little closer, but I got tired of messing around. We're going to leave. Well, let's go over there. That's the newest. And probably the way I'm going to do this one here too is, okay, I've moved my switches so they're like this instead of where I usually sit back here. And this one is closer, so you know it's just right here. Don't have to take my arm off the armrest. Okay. Let's get this thing fired up. See if we can get Brutus and Dorf to do their jobs. Now, where is the starter? Need to go down just a couple. See if we got any blinking going on here. Oh, the brakes are good. Okay. I don't know what that's all about. I'm not getting clean. That was weird. Sometimes the VR boundaries, and I don't have a play area set up. I always play seated because I have to. So I have some health issues. I got more than that. I can't even stay on this thing. What in the heck's going on here? Okay. Forgot what I was saying. Sorry. Okay, we got it. Let's see. Let's make sure. Kitty, 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 kitty. I think that switch is flipped the wrong way. I can't tell yet. So we want first spent nuclear fuel. There goes the kitty, 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 kitty cat. And what? row are you on? B6. Kitty cat. There's another one. There are two of them out here playing. Hey, you. Your brother's over here. They're twins. Same litter. Yeah, we're switched the wrong way. Go figure. Now this one's in the way. Six. There's another cat down here. Man, they're out in full force. I've never seen one down that far. In between them tracks. I've never seen one out there. First time. He's running away. Well, it could be a rabbit, I reckon. But I don't think so. Kind of runs like one. I hope everybody is loving this balmy weather we're having. I think it got clear up to 11 today. We got down 7.2 below last night, and it's going down below again tonight. It says it's only going down to 1, but I don't believe it. We always get colder right here. We're in a bottomland, and it's always colder in this town and south of us as well. B60. I don't see anything else spawned. Okay, here we go. We gotta go to the left. That's gotta go right. Every time I pull the trigger, my hand goes that way. I was kind of hoping some more spent nuclear fuel would have spawned, but it hasn't. I'm anxious to try my new position on the cab of the engine. I don't spend much time inside the cab anymore. You get a better view from the outside, especially the trip we're getting ready to make. It's a lot more scenic. Certain areas of the track I get on the inside because it's a lot easier to control things. We're still smoking the baby backs over there. I just ate, but I could eat some. I bought a couple pizzas for tomorrow and next week. Okay, I'm starting to yawn again already. I'm sorry. Man, I got a cold draft going here. The wind's picked up. Yeah, I got a breezy house. It's built in it's at the turn of the century, 1900 century. It's old. I'm hoping I can outlast it. I don't know if I will. I mean, I didn't say that right. I'm hoping it will outlast me. That's what I meant to say. Okay, stop with a little break. Give me over here. Gotta go get our missiles. There's some sleek looking goobers. we'll drop off our cranes and trucks at the coal mine, and then we'll hook back up to this and loop it through, then come on over to the military base. Kind of hankering for a trip up to the coal power plant. I used to avoid that place, but now, since I've learned the layout just a little bit better than I used to, I kind of look forward to getting a job going up there occasionally. They don't pay much, but I really don't need it anymore. I'm just in this for the fun, yeah, not the money. Everything's working good here. It's more than I can say for that firmament game I play. It's got problems. Well, I can't really rightly say that because I got an old computer, so it could be part of the problem. I can't upgrade it. I've tried. I was wanting to replace CPU. Couldn't because the motherboard's too old, and I was wanting to replace the motherboard, and I couldn't. I can't remember why I couldn't do that, but I couldn't. I've got an 850 watt power supply, so it wasn't that. I actually hooked up the 4070 to this computer at one time. I even ordered the wire harness so I could do that, and I've got one of those integrated power supplies where it's got all the receptacles on it, but it's interchangeable with stuff. Got it all hooked up and it ran, but CPU didn't have enough oomph to get it to go very fast, very good. So it was an epic failure. But I've still got a couple of 1080 Ti spares that I've hardly ever used. I've got a practically brand new RTX 2070 Super, but I never did like it. I thought 1080 Ti's performed a lot better. It's my store and I'm sticking to it. I've had it in and out of a couple different computers. Our new home. Okay, go up. I just had to do that. Oh, we're already in forward. Whoops. Okay, we're on our way. Not to San Jose. Been there, but it's been many moons ago. Yeah, we're pulling a little way. Now, will I stay centered if I turn around and look and then turn back? Pretty close, yeah, I need to bump it to the left. But I have found a little trick to that. Turn around, don't turn back around, keep going around. You're in the same exact spot. It works well, and I think it works as good this way as it does the other way. Oh, sorry. Yep. What other kind of doodads could I set up here? Excuse me. This was gonna be a night haul, but I wanted to see the scenery They're on the east coast. I don't even have to duck here in this spot. Well, we've got trees. I can be protected here. Seems like I'm forgetting stuff. I've been forgetting stuff all day long. That's a standard procedure for me, but it's been worse today. I don't know what's going on. Now leaving the building. I feel sorry for my little old furnace. Thing runs when it's this cold. It runs like 90% of the time. 12 to 16 hours a day. Anyway. fishing spots. There's our 50. Our other 50. We've got a decent length on this train. Oh, little slower. You're pushing it. The rails are complaining. Just fantastic views. Oh, let's go. You don't see any chemtrails up there, do you? did something yesterday I never thought I'd ever do. I hate reading, but a story piqued my interest, and I wanted to read about it. I heard about it a few years ago. I just never pursued getting a book and reading it. It's about a true story, it's 1888, I think, called The Children's Blizzard, where everybody went to school and worked, and it was just like a summer morning. It was in January. I mean, it's strange weather, and all of a sudden, just like at the drop of a hat, it went like 0 and below, I think, is what the temperatures were. I haven't got that far along in it, but it killed hundreds and hundreds of kids and teachers. Sad story, but it's very interesting so far. So I downloaded the Kindle app, and I bought the book on the Kindle version, and I've been reading it. I read every day anyway, but it's in hand. It's the only way I like to read. Got another book lined up called Kon-Tiki, Kontiki. I read it whenever I was a young teenager. It was my older brother's paperback book. This guy builds a raft out of balsa wood and sails it across the Atlantic Ocean. Thor Heyerdahl. It's a true story. And it kept me interested in it. That's hard to do as a teenager. It just kept me wanting to read. My only other favorite author is like Louis L'Amour. He could describe that picture. It's like he was there. So I could get on it. I'm sure I'll be checking some of those out again. right here, actually. But we're not in the right. Okay, that just stopped. We'll walk. B1I, I think it is. And it's a dead end. So we're gonna have to pull in, drop, and then back our engine out on another track. And I think we need to go left here, if I'm not mistaken. I'm reaching for my holster. I used to carry this thing in my holster, but it kept falling out of my inventory. So I just quit doing it. Claim it's fixed, but I don't want to. I'm not going back and forth like that. I won't play that game. I've gotten used to it back in my board inventory, so that's the way it's going to be played from now on. I don't know what I got. I got a compass and a lighter in my belt right now, and I think I got whatever that thing is on the other side. I never use it, so this is it right here, one eye. Okay, we should have disconnected. We don't need you in here. Let's teleport this time. We're coming out right here, so let's go up here where the engines are at. You can probably drop it about right here. Okay, let's get them going. It'll coast. Coast fast, actually. Let's break it up. Come on. Don't want you to get out of hand. Parker Schnabel, you ought to be happy with this load. Further. Yeah, I hope I switched everything right. Little further. Come on. We're getting too picky here. Okay, this ought to be good. I'm just gonna hand check you. Oh yeah, where you at? Where's my engine? Where'd they go? Where's my engine? Ho, ho, ho. You about made it to the yard, didn't you? Huh? Didn't you? Didn't you? Okay. Get him in there. sad sack. He looks sad. I wish I could paint that thing. Someday, maybe. Line with the sign. A little bit more. Thought that train was moving when I first looked over there. It just looked like it was. It was my head moving. A little bit more. Come on. You can do it. You can do it. Stop and drop. 2, 3, uncouple. Let's see where we're at up there. I'm sure we're fine. Man, you couldn't Hess? There's a sign right there. Well, actually, I don't think there's a sign right over here for this track. But we couldn't have made it much further without getting off of this. Okay, drop him. All right. Pay before we move? Yeah, let's go get money. Oops. Making a lot of noise over here. You got trucks. See if we got, let's see what, this is the one. Did you make it? Hey! 22,000 and no bonus. 85.3. I find one going to the coal mill, or power plant rather, and there's one right there. 46,000. Wow, it's a long trip. So we can have some stopovers though. Let's put that in there. We'll hang on it. Don't necessarily have to go from here to there. Well, yeah, I kind of need to pick it up here, I guess. D30. That's 1, 2, 3. Is that what we're hauling? trying to figure this out here. Change in plans, change in the weather, maybe. Change in plans, change in the weather. Stop you right here. Okay, let's go get our other stuff and make the loop. And then back into this load and go. I'm also going to join a fishing tournament that just started yesterday. I think it was yesterday. In Real VR Fishing. And we got like several different 5 stages, I think. There was a week on each stage. You're supposed to catch. The first one is the giant bass. And I think I briefly got into it last night. I think I had it hooked. I had the wrong reel on because got him real close to the boat and he got off. That's all there was to it. It was a done deal. I was not very happy. And I was only in the game for like 5 minutes. I just wanted to see about this tournament thing. Not a tournament, it's a competition, I guess you'd call it. There is some rewards, but I can't remember what they were. Get her down, man, you're gonna hit. Get her down, get her down. Coasting uphill. Don't need your brakes. Probably gonna need some speed here in a little bit. Yeah, I'm gonna drop. Come on. Back for that puppy. I think we got to go left here and right there. I should do P30. In fact, if I'm looking at the right, yeah, looks like it from here. 230. Yeah. Whoop below. Let's go. Yellow on blue, yellow on yellow, orange, whatever you want to call it. Same picture we got here. at, I barely, yeah, I good thing I got short hair. The shaft room. Missiles for defense or offense, whatever the plan may be. Rocket Man! I hate to work underground and get all that coal in there. I'd hate to work underground anywhere. Mine-wise. Now, if it was like office spaces and truck storage and like the underground mines down at Kansas City and other places, I don't think that bothers me so much. I got a bit of claustrophobia built into me. But it's usually confinement in hard spaces, or confinement in hard space, hazardous spaces. I've had training for that. And thankfully, I've never had to be in that situation, except one time. I didn't have to go clear down in the tank. I mean, it was like a 2x2 square opening, and there was a ladder going down into the water way down below. You couldn't get me to go down in that tank, but I was an electrician, so I grabbed a hold of the cable. It was limit switches, float switches that was in the, tells you what the water level is, when to shut off the pumps and all that at a sewage place. Yeah, it was fun. And so I could pull the cable up to me. I could get the switch where I could put it on top of the concrete in front of me while I was standing in the tank on the ladder. The top half of my body was out of the tank, the bottom half was in it. I could get by with that. I wouldn't go down in it. Nope, no way. And that was a big tank. But it was dark, wet, couldn't see the floor because of the water. You know what? We're in trouble. I just about messed it. Sitting there blabbing. So I about derailed this too. Well, is this where we need to go? I think so. Just reminiscing old memories. Thankfully, we had a fellow, I was on maintenance department. I was an electrician. We had this one fellow there they called Chigger, same age as me, but he was only like 4'4", 4'5", real skinny fella, tiny. That's why I called him Chigger. He was so little. He always got volunteered to go down in them little tight spaces. Felt sorry for him. Same age as me. He passed away several years ago. Buckle up. That's too bright at night, and that's why I put this one in. Okay, now how to operate everything in here. I think we're ready to roll. Ready to roll, because I got a load of coal. How much is that worth? How much is that worth? 960 tons. I never even looked at that. Ruh-roh. Yeah, we need to switch you. Probably ought to get some momentum going. Can we do that? We should have 50,000 horse going on it. Maybe that's 5,000. That's what that is. Well, what my intention is going to be to park this coal on the track just before we turn off into the military base. Let it sit while we go down into the military base. I don't know if I'm going to shunt yet. Depends on what time it's going to be. I'll probably spend the night at the military base, or a couple nights anyway. I haven't even looked to see where it goes. Even A to I. Okay, there it is right there. Big two lights on the outside. We'll be coming in from this direction. Oh, that's going to be perfect. We can come in here, go right on up around there, and then come on and back it in there and drop it, and then take on out. We might stop at the machine factory and secure a couple loads there while we're there. We've got a long way to go with this coal load. It'll be the next trip we do. From the military base. And I'll probably, don't know if I'll leave my classifieds there or not. That's good and easy money. But I don't think I want to deal with it when I'm going to the coal plant. Really a chugging. Everything she can do. Both of them. We're not losing though, so. Oh, we may be overheating a little. What buzzed on me? Starting to pick up a little, 1 mile per hour. Got it set for 1400. That's in the red. That's right in the middle of the red. Pretty much. Upper middle. There we're picking up speed. There we go. I'll start dropping temperature now. Yeah, she's going down. Sounded like that buzzer came from over here, though. I don't know if it's... I've got so much stuff going on in here. I don't know what about done. That's where we want to go. Why did you slow down? And the furnace kicked on. I got a throw on my legs. I'm in shorts, and that furnace kicks on. It's cold air right out of the ducts, so I use a throw. It makes it a little more bearable. I may have to fill up with fuel. Can do that at the trying to think what it is. Food factory? I think it is. Yeah, food factory. That's a lot of coal, almost 1,000 tons. How can you roll when you don't have coal? Okay, we got to get up there where we see something. Turn me loose. My way. No way at home. Voice is gone. Turn me loose. Gotta have it my way. Earworm. Working hard over there. I can hear him. I'm not sleeping. I'm just looking. I wish it wasn't tilted like that. It's bad on my OCD. Really bad. I don't have any shims I can put under it. We don't want to go too fast. We're going to be stopping this puppy as soon as I see my switch up here. Yeah, we got 4 LEDs of brake going here. 4 notches on. We're slowing pretty good. Come on, get me around the corner. I want to see that switch sign. Okay, it's on the left, so let's hop back. Let that off by 1. Go back a little further, a little further, a little further. Coal mine, buddy. So we need to leave this coal up on this track. Let the rain get to it. There's our switch right there. back on out, hook up, and go on around when we're ready. Okay. May have gone too far. I've got to have enough room for my engine right here, but we can always push it back farther. Okay, I could figure this out. Be easier and quicker if I just do this. Cut the air. Slam on the brakes. Where we at? Do. Somebody's gonna block the tracks for a couple nights. Coast on, buddy. Pulled classifieds out of there. I see one job sitting there, unless it's not spawned yet. I think it's gonna be more headache. Oops, got the wrong brake on. Big dummy. Just here. If I park it here over a couple of nights, we're going to have more jobs spawn. Usually, that's what happens. Got a little hiccup going here for some reason. Not me, but the game. See it bounce every once in a while. There. I wonder what that's all about. Forgot what I had, where it's at. Missiles, 60, 60. 105, right. 105. No bonus this trip. Oops. That's odd, because we just hooked them up. Guess I went too much detour for them. So evidently we took 150 minutes, and then we don't get a bonus if it's over 59 minutes. Oh well. Ziggy, time.
The time is 5:18 p.m.
2 drop-offs, that figures. 2 drop-offs for you too. I'm trying to think if this is going to be worth. I think I'm going to stop right now. Trying to figure out. So we're going to have to take this trip down here, go through the food factory and on over, clear over to the iron mine, west, down through the machine factory to get to our destination, or here, coal plant. Haven't hauled anything here for a long time either. I think I'm just going to take the engines and go hook them up, because that's going to be a long trip. And I'm not going to mess with anything more down here. I thought, well, I kind of want to go fishing. Don't need the money anyway. So we're just going to leave the classified set. Let the next person haul it out. It'll be me. May not be the same load, but it'll be me. Derailed. I smell it. You're not supposed to go over 30 on these in these yards. I think that's even pushing it. Never derailed in a yard yet. I don't know why. So I've really pushed them. I've been up close to 50 in some of them. Chili, but I really want to see about that fishing terminal. Game was still bumping. I don't know what else to call it. It's another reason I kind of like to get out of it before something goes really haywire. How much fuel I got? Well, here's one. I got over a half tank. About a half tank and an eighth. That'll work. Might still fuel up down there. I can hear them live practicing. We got the wind going now. Well, you all have a good evening. Thank you for watching. I'm glad to be back in this game. I hope it stays good. Dig her out. You might see me doing some fishing here in a little bit.